My name is Destiny Smith. I'm 24 years old. I am a junior. I do track and field. I was born in Meridian, Mississippi. I came to California. My mom, she's from California. I had a good childhood. I think my childhood was eventful, I would say. Started track when I was in the 3rd grade. I graduated high school in 2016. I went to COS, College of Sequoias. It was hard. It was really hard just because you had to have really good time management and you had to have a different kind of dedication. Some days just weren't easy, knowing that you had to go to work after you went to track practice. It's just oh my gosh, I don't want to do it. I transferred in 2022 spring because I had went to my Fresno City coach and I kind of told him I think I'm ready to get back into school. It's been some time, and he ended up giving me a scholarship, and I ended up here in spring of 2022. I think my expectations for Stan State were definitely to just see more diversity for sure, and to have a supporting staff. I don't know. I kind of came into it blurred. My experience was tough at first. They weren't physically showing up to make things happen when they could have. I felt automatically out of place because, it's people you don't know, but also because everyone was making me feel different. So it was interesting. Certain things about me that I think are normal that I've been doing. I used to have my hair dyed and got called brave for that. I don't understand how it's brave when you could do it too. How I carry myself, long nails. I'm getting compared to other people such as Sha'Carri Richardson. Oh, that couldn't be me. I heard a lot of that too. That couldn't be me to run with long nails. How did I adjust? I don't think I ever did. I don't think anything could have been done better. The only thing that could have changed the experience is how things were said to me. It matters to me to make it so much more being here because there's not a lot of us Black people here. Just not wanting to be judged or somebody being able to say, I told you so. Around here, I feel there's a couple people who would probably say yeah, we knew it because it's me and because of the color of my skin. I would say it's mentally draining. It can literally tire you. My mental health has been impacted by track in probably the worst way. Sometimes they're saying hurtful things that, are supposed to make you mad to make you better. That's when the sport becomes stressful. Now that I haven't been an athlete, there's a big brick lifted off of my shoulders mentally. I plan to make my comeback. I was always feeling oh my gosh, I want this to end and I need help and nobody's helping me. We're supposed to have guidance counselors that help us with classes. I've needed help in my classes since last spring. I have yet to see a guidance counselor. You really have to find it. And I don't think that there's a sense of community at all here. A lack of support from the therapist in the CAPS building. A simple situation with my roommate that went too far. They were saying I had to be physically assaulted in order for something to happen. That was a lot for me. Having a lack of support from my coach when I became injured and being kicked off of the team because I was injured, that was a lot for me. The lack of motivation that I had from not being, an athlete anymore, and then failing in my classes just because my coach, he released me from the team. Me fighting for my spot back on the team and then still not being able to pull through because of my classes, because I gave up, that was a lot for me. Recently, I had talked to my therapist and stuff, and things went wrong because I wasn't heard and understood the correct way from the therapist. That's supposed to be the place where you talk about all of these things, and you're misunderstood. Only place on this campus where you can go and really vent to somebody, and it still turns out wrong. Where do you go? I feel like I was targeted basically as soon as I came here by everybody. I don't think that the Black people that are enrolled in Stan State are being heard at all because they're barely seen. That says a lot for itself. Athletically, we're heard enough because that's where we're seen the most, and that's the only way that it's ever going to matter that we're heard. During February, it was very interesting to find that Black History Month started on a Wednesday, Warrior Wednesday, and there was nothing done about Black History Month. Yet we're supposed to keep celebrating our wins and losses that we take for this school. The shortest month of the year that Black people get to celebrate themselves, and Stan State failed to make the first day happen. And it's also an important day to them as a school because it's Warrior Wednesday. And that was shocking, and continued into the next Wednesday not to celebrate again. And I hope that Stan State knows that we all notice that. All in all though, the school lack projection. They don't show it enough. They don't flaunt it enough. There's nothing that is around the school that screams Black History Month. We love our people. You have to go look for that shit. These emails that we get about these Black events, send it to everybody. Make it available to everybody. This is probably why we lack diversity, and there needs to be more done about that.
Did you know about the Warrior Cross Cultural Center? How they're supposed to be the place of
center? There's a center for cross culture? The lack in Black staff is noticed by its own staff because it's intimidating for us, when we don't see more of our people too. And I've been so worried about being so successful just to prove to everyone here that we can do it too. What's motivating me to stay here and continue is being a Black person. Motivates me. I'm gonna keep going and doing it because there's not too many of us that are. So many years we haven't been able to have these opportunities, and we weren't given this education. We weren't able to sit in the same classroom as somebody else with the opposite skin as us. So being able to do it all now and being able to get every single opportunity that everybody else has, that's what makes you keep going too. I just want to be able to show everybody else, all my younger cousins and stuff, that it's possible, and I did it, and we can do it with our brown skin. I don't lean on the support of the school because of all those things. Rather than explaining it as an advantage, it's more of a lesson.